Today, we're going to delve into the history of the Ku Klux Klan, a controversial and often disturbing chapter in American history. It's essential to understand this history to appreciate how far society has come in the fight against racism. The Ku Klux Klan, often abbreviated as the KKK, had its origins in the immediate aftermath of the American Civil War, around 1865. It was founded in Pulaski, Tennessee, by a group of Confederate veterans. Initially, it was more of a social club than a paramilitary organization. The Ku Klux Klan was not created by a single individual but rather by a group of former Confederate soldiers in Pulaski, Tennessee, in late 1865. The original founders of the Ku Klux Klan were Nathan Bedford Forrest, John C. Lester, Frank O. McCord, Richard R. Reed, James R. Crow, and Calvin E. Jones. They established the Klan as a secretive, white supremacist organization in the aftermath of the American Civil War. It initially served as a social club, but it quickly evolved into a violent and terrorist group targeting newly freed African Americans and their white allies during the Reconstruction era. The leadership structure of the KKK changed over time as different leaders assumed control during various periods of the organization's history. Early activities. The early Klan primarily targeted newly freed African Americans and white Republicans who supported civil rights for black people during the Reconstruction era. They used intimidation, violence, and terror tactics to suppress black voting and civil rights, often through acts like lynchings and arson. Decline and resurgence. By the early 1870s, government actions and legal measures had curtailed the Klan's activities, leading to its decline. However, the KKK saw a resurgence in the early 20th century, partly fueled by the release of the controversial film, The Birth of a Nation, in 1915, which portrayed them as heroes. The Second Klan. The Ku Klux Klan, KKK, has a significant historical connection to Stone Mountain, a prominent geological feature located near Atlanta, Georgia. This connection stems from the KKK's revival in the early 20th century, particularly during the 1910s and 1920s, when the Klan experienced a resurgence in membership and influence. During this period, Stone Mountain was used as a location for KKK ceremonies, cross burnings, and rallies. It was seen as a place where the KKK could celebrate their ideology of white supremacy and promote their message. The second iteration of the KKK, also known as the Second Klan, gained considerable political influence in the 1920s. It expanded its hatred beyond black Americans to target immigrants, Catholics, Jews, and other minority groups. It had millions of members and operated across the United States. Civil Rights Era. During the Civil Rights Movement of the 1950s and 60s, the Klan's violence escalated in response to the push for racial equality. Tragic events like the 1963 bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, which killed 4 young girls, shocked the nation. Legal actions. It's important to note that various legal actions have been taken against the Klan over the years. Leaders and members have been prosecuted, and civil rights legislation was enacted to combat discrimination. Modern Klan. Today, the Klan still exists, but it's a shadow of its former self. It's fragmented into different factions, and its membership numbers are small compared to its heyday. However, it continues to promote hate and white supremacy through rallies and propaganda. Conclusion. In conclusion, the history of the Ku Klux Klan is a dark and painful chapter in American history. It's a stark reminder of the enduring struggle for civil rights and the ongoing battle against hate and discrimination. By learning from this history, we can work together to build a more just and inclusive society. Closing. Host, thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more educational content. We'll see you in the next video. Remember, knowledge is power, and together we can make a difference. Please ensure that you handle this topic with great sensitivity and respect for the victims of Klan violence and discrimination throughout history.